about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat.
Tonight, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup between the Austin Desperados and the Baltimore Ravens. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
I think his task in this game is really simple. Eliminate the turnovers. He threw 2 interceptions last week. I can't believe I led with that because he had 3 touchdown passes.
Right.
So there's a lot of good that he did, but he's got to take care of the ball better. The ball has to go to guys wearing the jerseys that they're wearing this week, not the opposition.
First carry now for Justice Hill. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now left side on the swing pass. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
3rd and 13.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Quarterback taken down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 40-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the gun, Goff. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Complete to Juju Smith-Schuster.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
On the play. 1st down, Desperados.
From the gun, here's Goff. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
And an Austin 1st down.
From the red zone now, Goff. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down long plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on fourth down, they are absolutely elevated going to their...
I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference. And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
That second down play nets a -4.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Makes the score Ravens 3.
Well, the drive started the shadow of their own goalpost all the way back at the 2. Pretty nice job of getting downfield and at least getting 3.
Agreed on that one. A real nice job because really their goal was to get out of the shadows of those goalposts and give themselves a little bit of room to help out their defense. Instead, they got 3 points out of it.
18-yard line.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Now this throw caught left side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are going to retake the lead.
Chris Boswell on for the point after.
And this is good, and it makes it a 9-3 ball game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They begin the drive with Hill. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off the draw, here's Hill. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Over the middle here to Brown. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
That's good for a Baltimore.
Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
After one, our score, 9-3.
Score Desperados 9, Ravens 3.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
They'll look to throw here on first down. This will be caught once again by Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass, no interceptions for him personally to this point. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Desperados.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He'll find Lindsey here. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it's a second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
First and goal.
That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Again, gone to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. But it'll be second and goal. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And his guys have once again taken the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Makes the score.
So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll set up a throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They set up the screen to Hill. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First down, Desperado.
Off on 1st down. He'll dump this one off to Lindsey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Complete to Philip
13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving.
13 yards. And
Now gone.
First down.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They're off throwing again. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
First down, Austin.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again, and that'll bring up second down. To the air again, Goff. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Boswell's kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Isaiah Wright, the intended target, but it'll be second down.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
At their own 14.
Juju Smith-Schuster and the rest of this offense heading back out there. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the second quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But, boy, he's getting it done and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
Yeah, he's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens. Throwing again on second down. Goff. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game. And
he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Gets this one to Hill. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And his kick here is good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25.
23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL. Good matchups all up and down the schedule there. We'll highlight the one in Cincinnati. A big test coming up for the Bengals as they'll face off against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The 4 o'clock games have some intrigue as well, especially up in Buffalo, where it'll be the Bills taking on.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Boston's offense ready to go again. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Now Goff on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Looking to throw again on second down. Goff. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Brandon, a lot of times you'll see running backs rotate in and out of the game, whether it's completed pass, a good run, it doesn't matter. Here, not only does he stay in, but they go right back to it, and he makes another nice play. Back-to-back catches.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
That certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now first and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
They'll try to run forward with Henry. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Short of the goal line.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, tried his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll give Henry another shot. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Here's Henry. And this time he is in. Yes. Derrick Henry. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game. And this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Here's the option. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
This one complete. It's Isaiah Wright. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. And they were able to get him down and force the punt.
It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And an Austin first down.
From the gun, here's Goff. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. 3rd and 2, Goff. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing again is Goff. He gets it left side of Johnson. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Complete.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First and goal.
And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. Second and goal from inside the 5. Derrick Henry. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Goff. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Dion.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
3-yard attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
30. Ravens 13.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. They stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Max 15. You can't block me.
Second and 4. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll move the chains.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I got you. Watch the team.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
6-yard line.
That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Again, it's Henry. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Henry on the carry.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Johnson with a completion over the middle.
Complete.
That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down.
First down, Austin.
Out of the gun, Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Finding a safety valve here, that's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Deontay Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The end result, 21 yards.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
6-yard line.
Right there, 54.
Back to throw again. And right with it here over the middle. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a first down carry, it's Hill. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Again, they run with Hill. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we get to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2.
They'll look to throw. He's got it. So they convert the two. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a two-score game. It's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a two-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. A shotgun snap for gone. This is Johnson. He's got it. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Goff going to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Henry, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry, his second touchdown of the night. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those two TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. In trouble, and he's taken down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. Open receiver, that's Caden Smith, the tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. T.J. Watt, his second sack of the night. Smith catches left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Marquise Brown was the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 25 yards there on the catch and run. That's complete right around the 8. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.